Politicians.
Why you don't want to wear one?
I did it when I went to bar mitzvahs when I was like 12, but not really since then.
Oh, I didn't get to wear one at my friend's bar mitzvah. They weren't handing them out. No.
Oh yeah, no.
It was so boring, and it's probably not as long as I remember, but it was so long of him just up there reciting the like Baruch Atah Adonai, and it was like, bro, this is staying forever.
They were going to pass out yarmulkes to everyone, and then they saw you coming, and to spare you, they gave none of the Gentiles yarmulke.
Ezekiel, I've stapled 4 together, but even that.
So no, he recited the whole thing in Hebrew.
There's like a part of it where he has to do his Hebrew
bar
reading.
mitzvah?
Oh, I know.
His bar mitzvah.
It's like
a little bit of Howard Stern lore. Like his bar mitzvah is recorded. Howard Stern's in his late 70s. His bar mitzvah is recorded. So they play the audio of him reciting in Hebrew the whole thing, and it's incredibly awkward and easy to make fun of. And they just rip on him endlessly. It was a great bit. It was a great bit that they had that audio.
Yeah. How much did you have to memorize for yours, Harley?
You have to memorize your Torah portion, and so it's like under 5 minutes. There's like a long one that could maybe, I don't remember the times, but like basically it could be like 3 minutes, 7 minutes. You know, if you're not like, if you're mad Jewish, who knows how you can go off. The rabbi does a lot. He does a lot of the lifting. At least the amount of Jewishness that me and my friends were. The problem is it's like the 7th grade, which is high school, grade 7 to 11. It's the 7th grade. You just met all the girls that are in the grade with you, and you have your friends, and you're going through puberty, and you invite all your friends. And in my school, like there was Jewish people, but there was also all different types of people. Like I played football with a lot of Haitian dudes. And then I have like, you know, my Jewish friends there, and I have just, you know, other people as well, all different types. And you invite them to your basically bar mitzvah, your big birthday party. And like, you just met all these people, and now you're like up there and your voice is cracking and you're singing some fucking gas Jewish shit. It is a fucking, like, the level of like everything's been easy since then. Like people going on a show, people are like, are you nervous? And it's like, you know what I had to do as a small Jewish boy?
That honky
that's why all these Jews, they grow up and they're like, I'm gonna speak and you're gonna listen to me. Because it's like you had a fucking big party in front of everyone.
Dude, if it's really like a 3 to 5 minute thing, I'm just now realizing that my friend absolutely phoned it in and just didn't memorize his portion, because it took so much longer than 3 to 5 minutes. And the rabbi really was having to, you'd think they would have shut that down and be like, okay, you clearly didn't even care enough to memorize your, 3 paragraphs of Hebrew. Come back at 14, mister.
That rabbi, he's paid, he taught him to sing his part, and you also hire him to do that, but he's also like hired the night of the bar mitzvah to sing along too. There's also a morning one that's 2 days before. That's bro, you wait, like you're there at synagogue before school singing. Dude, everyone daps you up. No, they do it a year earlier. My elementary school I was the only Jewish guy, so I wasn't there for like bat mitzvah season. Like when I had my bar mitzvah, the only thing that was chill was it was like weekend after weekend after weekend after weekend, because there's just so many Jews in the school. So like there's like a bar mitzvah every weekend.
Dude, I enjoyed the bar mitzvah. The early part where that Taylor said was way too long and boring. For me, I don't know what they're saying, but it's this high stakes thing, right? Like, okay, Scott, I went to Mark's 3 weeks ago and he killed it. You got big shoes to fill here. And I can't tell, but so I'm looking at all the other people who understand this language just to see like if he's up or not.
Barely anyone's
like shaking their head.
And then afterwards there were the parties, and I like, oh, by the way, while they're doing this, I don't know what the truth is, but they convinced me that if he doesn't nail this memorization of the Torah, he won't be a man. And young Woody is like, these are some high stakes we got going on here. He'll never grow Peter Pan shit. So then afterwards, there was the party, which was just children misbehaving, like taking ketchup packets in the elevator and stepping on them and shit. Well, my bar mitzvah friend is flexing how much money he's making that day. Dude's making like wedding money, like $19,000 that day. At
Well,
12 years old.
that'd be a good pull.
Well, this is
that'd be a really good pull. He's got. I didn't. My Jewish friends weren't that Jewish.
Yeah, there's an upscale talent.
They weren't committed to.
But anyway, yeah, they were making money and misbehaving and becoming a man. Something I didn't do till 20 years later.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like, oh, I'm becoming a man, and it's like, okay, well, after this though, do you want to get the trade cable so I can give you my Kadabra and you can give me your Haunter, and then we can trade back to get the evolution state of our Pokemon games? And it's like, yeah, I guess so. I guess we should do that. I have to become a man real quick, and then we can trade Pokemon.
I had no concept of what a Jew was until much later in life. I
That's
certainly
so
never
funny.
met one or heard of a mitzvah or any of that nonsense. I didn't know what they were. I mean, I guess I had a concept of them from the Bible and from.
You just knew you didn't like them.
No, we knew we did like them.
We
I
have
don't know,
multiple families named
opposite. It was like-
Goldstein on my street.
Why are you doxing them? Why are you doxing them?
I just remember thinking that, like, why does nobody like these guys? They sound sick. Like these Hebrews sound.
That was
like
the first time you heard about Jews.
It was in Sundays. I tell you what, you guys get hyped up in Sunday school. You guys should really like.
It's funny. It's funny.
The evangelicals should be.
I went to church a few times, and when I was there, they spoke about Jews, and I was like, it's funny because all the years that I've gone to synagogue, we never spoke about you once.
Yeah.
we don't speak about any of you fucking guys. None of you. And then I come around and see what you guys doing. Oh, it turns out you're talking about us.
About us in a nice way.
Good stuff.
You think we ever? You see the Torah, the fucking big scroll?
Yeah.
See that thing?
It's only 5 books.
Not once in that whole fucking tube of story is anything mentioned.
Dude, like half of the Torah is just like begets, like literally, like all of Leviticus is like not half, but like probably realistically 10% of it is just like begats. Because I remember trying to read the Bible and like getting to those and just kind of being like, all right, I can just move ahead 3 pages and get to the end of the begats because this is a crazy amount of lineage to try and remember.
I saw a breakdown the other day. They sort of determined, looking at the Bible, how many authors there are in certain books, and they used a letter coding for each of the authors, not based on their name, but based on sort of the point of view and the like version of the story that they were trying to put forward. Like one was sort of the Word of God writer, like he was right, and one was I don't know. There were 4 or 5. It was really interesting. I clearly didn't pick up much information from it, but other than that, oh, and then they covered not all, but many of the books that were removed from the Bible, like the Gospel of Judas or the Mary Magdalene stuff.
You got to get rid of the Judas one. Like, what the fuck? He can't have a.
Well, it depends on which version of the Judas story you believe, because the scrolls they found in Egypt suggest that the story is that Jesus told Judas to betray him, and which, if you believe that Jesus is the Son of God and he knows everything, that would make a lot of sense. He would like, you're not just going to betray you. I need to betray me. I need you to betray me. Take your pieces of silver and go forth. And I don't think he hates himself in that version either, because he's, for all intents and purposes, innocent in the whole thing. Christ told him to betray him to the Romans. But in the other accounts, or in many of them, not only is he the villain, getting paid to turn over Christ, but he himself from his own entrails in some of them, I think, or maybe he disembowels himself while himself. I think that's the deal.
I thought that he really had himself in like a field somewhere. Does that sound right? Like he just was so depressed over
under
it
an
that
olive
he hanged
tree,
himself.
Maybe I think an olive tree.
Maybe something. I don't remember the specifics, but I never have heard the entrail thing.
Yeah, I think they
How would you even do that? How would you be alive long enough to like loop it and pull?
Oh no, he disemboweled. I thought he disemboweled himself while being hung. Was the thing? Oh
man, you should only have to do one of those.
Yeah, one at a time.
Get it done. Like,
tell that to Hillary Clinton.
You've done a horrible. Yeah, that's like committing suicide. But like, like some of those purported Clinton suicides where it's like this person shot themselves in the back of the head twice and put themselves in the trunk of a car. And it's like, okay, what the fuck? How many times did this guy stab himself with a fucking chopstick? What are you telling me? Through both eyes and in the back.
From what I've heard, sometimes suicide victims will shoot themselves multiple times. You wouldn't
Gotta
think,
commit to the bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe they just sort of like
The men
wing
do.
themselves a little and then definitely the men.
Men are more likely to.
Women are more likely to attempt. Men are way more likely to succeed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This past Easter, I was in LA and Freddie Wong was like, "Yo, meet me at these coordinates," and I was like, "Oh, what is it?" And he was like, "Yeah, you'll see." And I was like, "What could I wear?" And he was like, "Wear whatever you want." And I was like, "I could wear a poncho?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's perfect." I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "I'm gonna wear a suit." And then I was like, "No, that poncho can't be perfect." I'm like, "What's going on here?" He's like, "Yeah, maybe." And then I went to the coordinates, and it was a church, and I was like, "What is this? My intervention?" I got in, and it was the biggest painting in America or maybe the world called the Crucifixion. And it was like fucking 150 feet tall and like 400 feet long. And Jesus was like 6 foot. The painting of him is like 6 foot basically in there. Maybe not actually, but like it's just almost like 1-to-1 people. And it's just like a huge, like your whole vision, just a whole painting of the scene there. When he was being crucified, and it's really crazy. And then yeah, it's huge. It's like biggest, like you don't even see movies
40,
screens like that.
45 feet by 195 feet.
They hit you
And
up
then
to look at art together.
Yeah,
To shame him for what his ancestors did to Christ.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Look what you did.
And then I was like, "We'll do it again though." And then at the half an hour point, the curtains like close a little bit because then it shows another painting called The Resurrection that was made a couple decades later, and it is very big, but much smaller than the previous painting. And also the painting's like very cool and good, not like the same. And there's also in the bottom right, there's like a huge like copyright stamp type thing, but like it really has such sequel energy, the Resurrection compared to the Crucifixion. When looking at the two pieces of art like from one to the next, it's like 20 years later they're like, "Yo, remember that huge painting? Let's do it again." And then it's like not quite the magic of the first one captured in the second one. And it's
they should have made it the same size,
like at least
Right.
yeah.
How big was it? Because I want
45 feet by 195 feet.
All right, so here in Atlanta, we have something called the Cyclorama, and it's a Civil War painting that depicts, I think, the Battle of Atlanta or something. It doesn't matter. It's 49 feet by 374 feet. So it just blows your Christ out of the water.
That's bigger.
What is it called?
The Cyclorama is the place. I think it's right next to the Atlanta Zoo. You sit in like theater style seating, and I don't remember because it's been so long if the seats spin or if the walls spin, but you're inside of a tube basically. The painting is 360 degrees around you in a 49-foot tall band that rotates slowly as a narrator tells the story, and spotlights.
That sounds actually so fucking sick.
The spotlights like illuminate specific parts of it. Like, and if you look here, you'll see General such and such aboard his steed. It's really intricate. Like it's hard to tell how big it is.
So cool. The next time I'm in Atlanta, I hope I remember to just go see this. It's so crazy.
The zoo's right a walk away, and so you can smell shit.
I'm sorry. The aquarium in Atlanta is worth visiting. It's pretty dope.
Really?
It's the best aquarium in the world. Like legitimately the best aquarium in the world. Yeah. They have whales there.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They have beluga whales, which I think maybe walked on land at one point because they still have legs, basically.
All marine mammals did.